listen to a pretty alright podcast about wrestling, do ya?
Well, the natural lad, Jim Swag, has said time and time again that there's only one podcast that's the most decent and the most alright in the industry today.
And that's it's the Game Rage Wrestling Podcast. That's right. You fucking mark-ass tricks and trick-ass marks.
And bitch-ass marks and mark-ass tricks.
Skip, scabs, scallywags, and skeezers. Welcome to the greatest fucking podcast about wrestling that you've ever listened to, and you fuck boys can't stop listening. My name's Josh. I'm here today with Adam.
Yes, hello.
And for those of you who are new here, for the uninitiated, this is your first episode. If you want to hear more stuff, you can go to GameRageMagazine.com. You probably came from Instagram or TikTok, but just in case you didn't, you can follow us at Game Rage Magazine over there, at Game Rage Mag on Twitter/X. Also, if you like music, we have one of our many podcasts, the music podcast, All Gas No Trash. You can follow Adam. He runs this page at All Gas No Trash Official if you want to hear all kinds of stuff about music. So that's that. Today, I want to talk about you fucking dirty ass pieces of shit on the internet wrestling community.
Please tell us what started it.
Well, what started it was just the simple clip of us talking about why we didn't like the Wyatt Sicks.
The quick to be forgotten stable in the coming months.
Oh yeah, the stable that's essentially going to be Job Squad 2.0. We were just talking about how we didn't like it. We're not into it. And all of you, like, people went out of their way to comment on all of our shit about how dumb that of an opinion that was. Well, I will say this. You stupid fucks really think that listening to a 30 to 60 second snippet of a whole ass conversation gives you the right to form an opinion about what we're saying. You fuckers don't even know what we actually said. But the Undertaker has magic. He's supernatural. Yeah, the Undertaker didn't fucking die and have his gimmick taken by some other fucking asshole related to him, okay? I'm sure if that would have happened, you assholes would be agreeing with us. You'd be like, oh, well, that's true. If the Undertaker would have died and then a couple years later they would have had Kane become like the new Undertaker. The fuck was that? All right, after that fucking interruption of something falling over in the closet over there, we thought we were being invaded by fucking who knows. But anyways, back to what I was saying. You people just took the hoops you jump through to get to the conclusions that you make is insane. And then the funniest part is you all just jerking each other off in the comments about, oh, that's a great take. Hey, thanks for telling me this information. Just jerking each other off like we're watching, like we're at a fucking goddamn old porn theater in like the 1980s. Just jerking each other off left and right. Loving on each other. Meanwhile, not even understanding or listening to the whole context of the conversation. Because I know you didn't.
I still stand by what I said. I mean, sure, maybe the Wyatt family is more psychological than supernatural, but I think there was actually a supernatural element to the Wyatts because of Sister Abigail, the ghost, or whatever the fuck that thing was, initially when that shit started, or whatever was going on there. And then the Wyatt Funhouse, I mean, what the fuck is that? Like, how is this motherfucker creating an extra dimension that John Cena gets to visit? Like, what the fuck is that? And then the Fiend, of course, like...
That's all... What? That's the definition of supernatural shit. Oh, that's psychological. Shut the fuck up. You people on the internet. And also the other thing that pisses me off is listen, I'm all in favor of discourse and talking about our opinions on wrestling, because guess what? At the end of the day, it's all fiction, and this is all just our fucking opinions.
Yeah.
And no one you can't tell me that anyone's one opinion is better than the others, because it's just an opinion. None of this shit is factual. We're all just making conclusions of our... So I don't want to hear you fucking assholes. You know what? Go ahead. Fucking shit on us all you want. I don't care. I'll fucking defend this shit to my dying breath. But you guys, at least do yourselves the favor and listen to the episode before you want to step into an argument about some shit. Because now it's like I'm arguing with someone who doesn't even know the whole facts of the situation. And listen... I will argue with you in the comments. I don't give a shit. I find it funny. It's entertaining to me. And even if you don't like it or you don't think it's funny, I don't really care, because I enjoy it. It's fun. But this is like I want to say this is like the elitism that exists within the internet, online, or just the wrestling community in a whole, the fandom. It's like this barrier to entry for people. Like, oh, if you don't like the current thing, then you're not a real wrestling fan, or you're not real with the way that you consume the product. Well, we all consume it differently. We all watch it differently. We all look at it from different perspectives and different spectrums of angles that we view it through. We view it through a multitude of lenses that each of us look through, right? We each have a different kaleidoscope that we're watching this through. And for some people, some people like the Wyatt Sicks, and that's okay. You can like it. I'm not saying you're not allowed to like it. We're just saying we don't like it. Like, we don't think it's going to go anywhere. I also personally feel it's a bit disrespectful to the memory of Bray Wyatt. I feel like if you really wanted to continue, why did you wait so long? Why did you wait 2 fucking years or however long it's been since he died to say, oh, hey, you know what? We need to make some money. Why don't we call up all the other assholes who were in Bray Wyatt's deal and see if they want to rehash this whole fucking thing again?
All the B level wrestlers, let's just put them in a stable and then have an A+ gimmick, only for them to fall apart and turn into an F.
Oh yeah, and that's exactly what it's going to turn into. It's going to be an F.5. It's already starting out very blah in my book, in my opinion. Sure. Shooting Chad Gable in the head, leaving him for dead. Okay, that was all right. But the second they bring Bo Dallas out, start saying shit, now I'm just kind of like, And this is not meant to be personally inflammatory towards Bo Dallas, but I don't think you can play this guy, man. Like, I don't think you can do this gimmick. Like, I just don't think it's like in your wheelhouse. And there's nothing wrong with that. But wrestling's supposed to be about, hey, giving somebody something that they can do and turning it up to 11, right? That's kind of like every successful wrestler in history.
Yeah.
So I don't think you're going to I don't think this is Bo Dallas. I don't think you're going to turn him to 11 and turn this into a great ass fucking gimmick. Why did it work for Bray Wyatt? Because that was Bray Wyatt turned to fucking 11. He was a little bit crazy. You just turned him up to 11. And Bray Wyatt was a better actor. So even if it wasn't all the way 100% really him, he made it look like it was.
On top of that, man, fucking Bo Dallas still has to wrestle. And I don't know if people remember Bo Dallas for his in-ring ability. And if he's gonna be a main event type of wrestler or superstar, dude, I just don't know. I'm like, I don't even know if he can hold the title. Like, if this gimmick is on the premise that they need to absolve the sins of every person within the WWE universe, in order for them to make their mark, they have to win the world title, whichever one it is. Mm-hmm. Bo Dallas is not that fucking guy.
No, he's not.
And that's the worst part, is we already know it's already foregone in our minds that Bo Dallas is not the fucking dude. But you're gonna drag this out as long as possible and try to convince us that he is, and he's fucking not. And we all know this shit's gonna fall apart. Yeah, maybe the fucking guy like Eric Rowan and whoever his tag team partner is gonna be to win the titles. Like, yeah, that's gonna be easy. Like the tag team titles are like basically they're not even worthy of being on the pay-per-views themselves. They relegated them to the SmackDown or Raw before Money in the Bank. Like, what total disrespect to the tag team titles.
Yeah.
Okay, you have them win it. And then you have Nikki Cross win what is now probably going to be the IC title for the women. That there's going to be an IC title now. So
yeah.
In order to make them look like a threat, yeah, you could throw them this mid-card title so they have some type of title to make them look formidable. But what about Bo Dallas, dude? The one that has to be the formidable of the formidable. He has to be the most formidable.
Yeah, and one of the arguments that somebody made regarding this was the fact that, well, not every group needs to have titles to be a threat or whatever. And that's just fucking asinine. Oh, so the Wyatts never had bullshit. Or the Shield. The example was the Shield. Well, guess what? They all had title belts at the same time. One of them was the U.S. champ, and the other two were the tag team champions. That's the whole point of making an impact, is to win the titles. And for someone to say, well, they don't need to win the titles to make an impact, then what are they even there for? What are they even doing? Isn't that the whole point of this quote-unquote kayfabe, is to be the champions of something, and that affords you the opportunity to make the changes or whatever it is you want to do to make the impact you want to make. That gives you the juice to do things. That's kind of like the whole point. So if you're a stable and you're not even the shitty-ass Judgment Day, well, not now, they're kind of funny now, but whatever, look at them. They had all the titles at one point. Every stable that's a stable, the Bloodline had all the titles. If you're a stable and you want to make an impact, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
And just real quick, just to say that that's not necessary is implying that the title belts mean nothing. And if the title belts mean nothing, then all of this means nothing. Mm-hmm. And then this argument then I don't even know why you're arguing with me, because if nothing means nothing, then none of our opinions matter because it's all for nothing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're saying that Evolution, if you're saying any stable, including Evolution, didn't need to have the titles in order to make an impact, then that's somewhat delusional, because that's what made them fucking cool. That's what made them a threat, is that every single one of the members had a fucking title and they were the best in their division, or they were the best at whatever they were going for. So that is kind of what you need a stable to do in order to be a threat to the whole entire roster. Otherwise, you end up like whatever stable is, I don't even remember what they're called. Like it's the Authors of Pain, Karrion Kross, and the other asshole, the bald dude.
Oh yeah, fuck, I don't know what they're fucking called.
I don't remember what they're called, but they don't have anything. They've been doing all these threats of where they beat up people and shit, but nobody cares. Nobody fucking cares.
And again, that's the thing. Another example that I like to use of groups is the fucking Radicals. The Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, Perry Saturn, Dean Malenko. When they came in, literally within 3 months of joining, every single one of them had a fucking title belt. Intercontinental, European, light heavyweight, or the hardcore title, right? And what I'm saying is that is an example of what could be a mid-card stable. That's all the Wyatt Sicks is going to be at best. At best, when the leader is at best maybe going to be believable as a mid-card champion. He's not believable as a fucking world champion, that's for sure. So that's out of the question. Unless they go down to NXT, but it's too late. You're already here. You can't just relegate yourself back down to NXT. That's pointless.
Furthermore, you could end up in a Damian Priest situation where he does win the title and nobody cares, and it's off-putting to a lot of people, and he needs the assistance from his Wyatt Sicks family to win back the championship or win every opportunity that there's a title defense. He needs the assistance of this group. Like, it ain't gonna work, dude, because otherwise it's gonna end up like Damian Priest, or in the extreme case of the opposite end, where they don't win titles, they could end up exactly like the Authors of Pain and Karrion Kross.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's kind of where I think it's going to end up. I think 6 months from now, that's why they call it the Wyatt Sicks, because there's only 6 months that they're going to be fucking around. It's the Wyatt 6 months. That's it.
Oh, man, that's the clip right
That's the fucking clip. That's the clip. And I hope all you assholes get incensed about it. And if you disagree with me, well, let me hear about it. Tell me why I'm wrong. But do us all a favor and listen to the goddamn episode and not the minute-long clip that you're going to just make your assumptions off of, you dumb bastards. You stupid fucks.
Did you have anything else to add about the comments themselves, or?
Just that everybody's AIDS, and if you're going to come at me, okay, here's the other thing. If you're going to come at me, at least come at me with some good shit. Don't come at me with this half-assed, as you're typing, I can see you pushing your fucking glasses up your nose.
Actually,
I think I'm gonna shut up. Come at me with some good shit. Attack us for real. Because I would like to go, because I kind of go unhinged on some people, but I would like to really have an excuse to just go all out on somebody. So please give me something good to work with if you want to fucking talk shit. All right, that's all I have to say about the comments.
That's it?
I think. I don't know.
All right. I just wanted to quickly state that I think...
that's it. I've been talking for 15 minutes about it.
Really?
Yeah, 17 minutes I've basically been going.
Oh, shit. I just wanted to quickly state that Raw has become, once again, the clear-cut leader of the two brands for WWE. Raw is now evidently the flagship show, which it probably wasn't for a hot minute. For as long as Roman's been champion, SmackDown was the show to watch, I suppose.
Yeah.
But now SmackDown is now dog shit. If it weren't for Tiffany Stratton, if it weren't for... Shit, I'm trying to find other reasons why to watch SmackDown, but yeah, dude, I am finding myself not giving a whole lot of shits about watching SmackDown. I really tried, dude. I really tried sitting down and watching the whole thing, and I couldn't bring myself to, like, this whole fucking Bloodline thing, dude. Talking about sequels or sequelitis, man. The fact that we're revisiting this thing with Solo Sikoa and then having this be the championship match for the undisputed title, Solo Sikoa versus Cody Rhodes, man. I'm not down with it.
Neither am I. This is gonna be terrible. I also think it's very sad that the A show, what's now by default the A show, has Damian Priest as the champion, and that's not better. That's not better. But what's going on SmackDown is so bad that you by default, if you have a show, you're better than fucking SmackDown, what SmackDown's putting on.
Yeah, and I think it's already... Oh, man, I was actually kind of hoping that they would milk the Tiffany Stratton train for a hot minute where she wasn't going to be in the main picture so quickly. But the fact that she already has the Money in the Bank title or the Money in the Bank briefcase, that is not a good sign, because that's kind of how Charlotte Flair started out, where she just started winning titles immediately. Granted, there aren't other titles to fuck with within the women's division, so
True.
It's like, where else are you going to go? But now that they're introducing the IC title, presumably to the women's division, why not have her hold it for a hot minute and then work your way to getting to her being the world champion? Because I think she's main event material? Fuck yeah. Like, she's definitely that. But we don't need that all right now. I think that could hold off for at least a year or two. And then you can go do all that shit. Because then we're just going to get fucking... What's her name? What's the girl with the long ass hair?
Oh,
I always say Sasha Banks, and I know it's not.
No, it's not. It's God damn it.
I always forget her name.
The whip with the hair whip. I'm gonna type in hair whip WWE. Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair. Okay, you could have Bianca Belair and Charlotte Flair going at it, and Becky Lynch, and pretty much like the same four people that we've been seeing for like the last couple of years or whatever. But I don't know. Now that we got Bayley and Naomi and a couple more people, and Damage Control still exists, like that's enough to carry us for, I don't fucking know, at least, like I said, 2 years before Tiffany Stratton can get, you know, more accolades, more attention on herself in the mid card, eventually working her way up to the main event. But I don't know if we need all of it right now. She's going 100 miles an hour, and she only just got on the fucking roster like 4 months ago from April or whenever they did that draft.
Yeah. When are they supposed to fucking do these mid-card titles for the women? Do they say?
I don't know. I hope I'm not just fucking making that up.
No, there's a bunch of stuff that I've seen on it that's like legitimately they're going to do it, but
yeah, I don't know when they're going to be appearing, and I hope she doesn't wait. Now that she has the Money in the Bank title, I hope she just doesn't waste her fucking briefcase on getting a mid-card title.
That would be stupid.
That would be stupid as fuck, and you can't sell me on that.
Well, here's what I think they should do. If they introduce these mid-card titles, let's say Survivor Series, and they have a tournament for them, that'd be perfect. A perfect time to introduce these. Have a tournament for them. The main championship gets decided. Like the championship match is decided at Survivor Series. You have the tournament on SmackDown and Raw leading up to it, and then each title gets decided at the fucking thing, right? Survivor Series. That'd be great. So then you let her win one of those belts, and then she cashes in her Money in the Bank at WrestleMania, and then she's a double champion. That would be perfect.
That would be the route to go, is to make her a double champion or have her win the IC title. She's like, all right, now that I won this, I know for sure I'm the best at this level.
Yeah.
Let me prove to you that I'm the best at the main event title. So having her be double champion, I think, would be a viable means to go. But she's already being fucking... You can't blow your load on the first... I don't know if it's the first go, but like the fact that she's already being thrusted, dude, it's all too quick, all too soon.
Yeah, it is. It is, and who knows what they'll do with it. Anyways,
also, Jacob Fatu. I don't know how this is going to come out. I know it's not going to be nice, but with again talking about the weight thing, I know Jacob Fatu lost a bunch of weight and all this shit, but he's being sold as this unstoppable beast. He's been beating up people whenever the main event comes on, which was Cody Rhodes and some fucking, I don't know who the fuck it was that he was facing. Mm-hmm. But man, there's so many other guys that are in better shape, and this guy is the unstoppable force, right? Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf, or whatever the fuck they're calling it, man. And I'm thinking, there's so many other dudes that have better physique, and they're not getting nearly enough spotlight as Jacob Fatu right now. But then again, that's being counterbalanced by Tongaloa being... Tongaloa's he's the forgettable one, right?
Yeah, I think so.
He's the one that's probably going to be thrown in the tag team.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy?
It was the other one. What's the other one's name?
Wait, what are they called? Let's do Bloodline members.
New Bloodline members.
Oh yeah, new. Okay, here we go. Led by Solo Sikoa, currently Is it Tamatonga? This one?
Let me see.
Wait a minute. Is this one? That's Tamatonga.
Yeah, that's the forgettable one, right?
Yeah, I think so. That's Tamatonga, and then Tongaloa is this guy.
That dude is just basically around to do all the bullshit shenanigans, like to pull legs or distract the... Not really anybody, but I think a lot of people are speculating that in order to get Jacob Fatu and this Tongaloa fellow, they needed to get him so they could all be together. It was like a package deal. If they weren't, they couldn't just get Tongaloa by himself. They had to fucking throw his ass in there. But it's becoming evident that this dude isn't all that in a bag of potato chips. So he's probably gonna be in the fucking tag team picture, but be the forgettable figure within the tag team
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right about that.
But anyways, yeah, SmackDown. Not a huge fan right now. I think there's certainly more going on with Raw, especially with the Rhea Ripley shit, and Dominic, CM Punk, and whatever's going on with
Drew McIntyre.
With Drew McIntyre.
I'm sure. Well, we're going to talk about SummerSlam predictions, I guess, here in a minute. But that is that story. I think the Rhea Ripley, Dominic, Liv Morgan storyline. That and the CM Punk, Drew McIntyre storyline are probably the two most interesting storylines that are happening right now. I feel like.
Chad Gable.
Maybe starting to fuck with the Wyatt Sicks or whatever is maybe going to be interesting, but what's he going to do? Wrestle Bo Dallas?
Yeah.
I don't think Bo Dallas can beat fucking Chad Gable.
Fuck no, he can't.
So that's not going to be interesting.
Tag team division, not all that interesting with Amazing Truth. That's, I mean, they don't even hold the titles anymore.
No. It's the fucking, what's their names? The Judgment Day idiots.
That's right. Finn Balor and what's his face?
The forgettable one.
The JD McDonough.
Yeah, there you go.
IC title. Who even holds the title? Oh, Sami Zayn.
It's Sami Zayn, but like he's not really in an interesting storyline right now, I don't think. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. He's not even listed on the, well, not yet anyways, but the SummerSlam card.
All right, let's do it.
Like the main, okay, so right now, obviously it's still, 2 weeks away, and there's not, the final card's not like, I don't think finalized, but
okay.
For our main event, supposedly we're going to have Cody Rhodes versus fucking Solo Sikoa for the WWE Championship.
No way Cody Rhodes is going to lose that.
Yeah, and I mean, we're basically going to watch fucking two shit physiques go at each other and what? And what? Fucking fuck about? That's what it's going to happen. They're going to fuck about in the ring. That's what they're going to do. They're going to try and do, and then Cody Rhodes is going to do that thing where he fucks up a move, but then he'll like pop up really quick and make it look like he was being athletic when it's like, oh no, that's just, you just stomp with your whole body and like, oh man, that looks really athletic, but no, it wasn't actually. So that's going to be garbage.
And then Roman Reigns
probably going to come back.
Makes a save.
That's what's going to happen. I swear to God, if Solo Sikoa wins the championship because Roman Reigns fucking interferes, that will be the worst timeline that we've entered. If that happens.
All right, so what's happening afterwards? Gunther,
World Heavyweight Championship, Damian Priest versus Gunther. Now
they open with that.
Yeah, that's going to be the opening match. I really don't know what's going to happen here. I think they need to take the title off of Damian Priest. There's no fucking way.
Yeah, I'm sold on the idea that Gunther is going to be the person that wins it.
Yeah, if he doesn't, this is going to be bad.
It's either that or he wins it in Berlin, in his home country. Well, actually, I take that back. He's Austrian, but close enough. As close as he can get to Austria without actually being in Austria.
In Austria, yeah.
So I think Gunther probably has that in the bag because this title, I need this fucking title to be changed already. It's already become a joke.
Yeah, I agree.
If it already has it. So what's next?
Next, you got the Women's Championship, Bayley versus Nia Jax. Thanks, no one asked.
Sleeper.
It's gonna be garbage.
Sleeper.
Women's World Championship, Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley.
There's heightened drama.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah.
Heightened drama, huge stakes. I'm hoping that Rhea Ripley slaps the shit out of Liv Morgan.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I don't know what she's gonna do to her, but there better be some fucking cool move that's illegal that is now sanctioned by Triple H to be used for Liv Morgan to take her off the roster for, who knows, 6 months.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. And then the final official confirmed match, the U.S. title, Logan Paul versus LA Knight. That match might be pretty good.
It's time for Logan Paul to end his reign as U.S. champion.
Yeah, I'm getting real tired of seeing the reels with him interviewing people and it's sitting in front of his fucking, on his table.
Prime.
Next to the Prime logo. I'm getting real tired of that.
Yeah.
I think we need to bring dignity back to the United States Championship.
Brought to you by Prime.
Brought to you by Prime and KSI. So I think that match will be pretty good.
Yeah.
But
fuck the one time. I mean, shit. It ain't world heavy. It ain't world heavyweight title for LA Knight, but shit, this is as close as we can get and still feel like we're feasting.
That's true.
If LA Knight ends up taking the title, so
That's true. I mean, it is time for some sort of title for him to have.
true.
So hopefully this is it. Or they're gonna cock tease us and fuck about until fucking Survivor Series, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, easily Cody Rhodes retains until whatever happens on Netflix Raw 2025. Easily,
Yeah.
like I feel like he has to lose the title at some point. He needs to be the one chasing it like numerous times.
It's the only way it's interesting.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. I'm trying to see if this place had more. They're claiming maybe Bo Dallas versus Chad Gable already.
Okay. I have a feeling, I do want to throw something out there, and I think this is something that's already been addressed by the internet wrestling community, and it's something that I kind of speculated on way in the beginning, but for the wrong reasons, about having a new legacy with Randy Orton, Jey Uso, and Cody Rhodes. But I feel like we're going to get the mentor versus student in Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, because they had a recent situation with the Bloodline taking out Randy Orton. And I think it's going to be unforgivable for Randy Orton to be the one on the receiving end for the Bloodline, because KO and or Kevin Owens and Randy Orton have been teaming up with Cody Rhodes. So him getting brutalized by the Bloodline is, I think, going to be an unforgivable offense for Cody Rhodes. Therefore, Randy Orton's going to take it out on fucking Cody Rhodes by going after the championship. And we will get the betrayal when Randy Orton eventually comes back. What pay-per-view that might be, I have no idea.
Yeah, true. I think that's a good one. Then we also have the predictions that potentially the IC title is going to be Sami Zayn, a triple threat, Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker versus Ilja Dragunov. That could be interesting.
Ilya Dragunov?
Yeah, whatever the fuck that guy's name is. And then also CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. That's
At SummerSlam?
that's they're saying, claiming the prediction is with Seth Rollins as a special guest referee.
Oh, hooray. Hopefully.
Which will just turn into a triple threat match. That Seth Rollins can't win. Like, that's because he's the referee.
Mostly for his satisfaction of beating both their asses, and doesn't really matter who wins. And
I'll say this. If Seth Rollins is going to take his shirt off during this match, I hope he's been fucking cutting back on his carbs and doing fucking sit-ups, okay? I just would like to point that out. And he's going to maybe need one size up on the referee shirt if he's going to fucking wear one this time. Or just go, all right? I'm just being honest.
okay. Well, I'm sure he'll take those words to heart, especially from someone like yourself.
Yep, correct.
Someone from Game Rage Magazine, as
Absolutely.
notable a figure as you are.
As a notable public figure, I hope that he does take my advice.
Cool.
And you know what? If he doesn't, then I guess I'll just have to keep talking about it until he does and shame him into fucking working out. Or not. Maybe he'll just become like Earthquake or Tugboat or those guys from the 80s. Maybe he'll become the new Yokozuna. Who knows? I mean, why not?
Sure, why not? Yeah, this is fucking wrestling.
Which is funny because Yokozuna wasn't even Japanese; he was Samoan.
He was Samoan, yeah.
It's always the best. So he could be Yokozuna 2.0 and just be just some asshole white dude.
Yeah, he could be the next Great Khali or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck, what name they'll come up with him for when that situation arises, but whatever.
Yeah, either way, it'll be great. So, anyways, do you have anything else?
No, SmackDown continues to be the shit show.
Garbage.
Or is now the shit show, and Raw is now the program to watch. SummerSlam is going to be mid, mainly saved by the fact that Gunther could be the new title holder, and maybe there's going to be a banger match with the IC title with Sami Zayn, Ilya Dragunov, and Braun Baker.
The Bread Baker?
Brett Baker. Yeah, Braun Breaker. I think that if it's a triple threat match, I'm looking forward to that. If there's a triple threat match, well, assuming Seth Rollins is referee, I'm sure that bullshit shenanigans is going to work out. So let's be hopeful and see that SummerSlam is going to turn into a 6 out of 10 entertained at a sports entertained.
Yeah, indeed. Anyways, all right, well, That'll do it for us today. Thanks for listening. If you want to hear all of our other podcasts that we do, you can go to GameRageMagazine.com. If you want to fucking have the balls to say some shit in the comments, go to @GameRageMagazine on Instagram and TikTok, @GameRageMag on Twitter/X. If you want to follow Adam for the musical stuff, @AllGasNoTrashOfficial.
And if you want to fucking rub penises with each other in the comments, please feel free to do so as we enrage you with more reels about wrestling.
Yeah, indeed. Jerk each other off. Go ahead. Doesn't matter. As long as somebody's getting jerked off, I guess that's all that counts, right? That was another wonderful, amazing, powerful episode of the Game Rage Wrestling Podcast. And take it from me, ladies and gentlemen, the natural lad, Jet Swag. If there's one podcast, one show you should be listening to, that you should be absolutely grateful for, it's the Game Rage Wrestling Podcast. And one of the things you can do to show your appreciation for all the hard work and dedication that these boys put out day in, day out, just for you people, it's that you can go and you can subscribe and you can like and follow them on the Instagram and the TikTok @Game Rage Magazine. You can also follow them and like them and subscribe to them on the old Twitter, which I don't know what it's called now, but who cares? It's @Game Rage Mag there. Additionally, if you feel the need to really show your appreciation, which you should, then go to their website at www.GameRageMagazine.com and show us some love. Show them some love. And show some love for the natural lad, Jet Swag.